Hello all, welcome back to the channel. Alan Reacts, my little corner of the world. This is the first reaction, it's just Genesis, More Fool Me. So we're going to look at the song, I'm going to talk about it, I'm going to refer to some articles, and just share what I think about it when I think about it now. There is a Genesis playlist. This is, I think, the fourth song I've reacted to, covered, reviewed, analysed of Selling England. Firth of Forth, Cinema Show, Battle of Epping Forest, and this is the sixth track. We'll get into it. It's not a super long song. It's a break. I can see it's 3 minutes 10. I've not heard the song before, so kind of looking forward to this. Genesis fans, and me being one of them. Let's get into it.
While away in the mornings since you're gone, too long have I lay alone.
It's mournful, isn't it? The song 73 wasn't a single released, and I think, if I'm right, and I was reading the Rolling Stone's review 73 and the NME retrospective review 2011. The Rolling Stone article that talks about this being, Phil Collins' sort of breakthrough is to being the sort of first time he'd sung on it, and the 2011 NME retrospective review that talks about it being a foreshadowing of what to come. In relation to the song, we can get onto what the articles say about that and what I think about it. Really, did the articles help me? But this is correct me if I'm wrong. I know Phil Collins has done some backing, but is this the first song where he takes full lead without being like a verse or a chorus? Is this the first song, guys? Yep, let me know in the comments, please. Pull it back a little bit. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's quite mournful.
I lay alone, not knowing which way to turn. And there you are, quite sure that you were right, knowing full well that I'd be the first one to go down, and you'd be the one who was laughing, except when things weren't going your way.
Oh, that's a line. I've got the lyrics. And you'd be the one who was laughing, except when things weren't going your way. That's the past relation dynamic, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? When things soured, sort of that veneer of confidence cracked. Does that make sense? So the control's gone. Yeah, once you realise the control's gone, then the facade's going to fade away. So it is a mournful song, but it's also saying, yeah, that I see you. But his vocals, obviously, this is 1973. We're not going to hear Phil Collins like that now, sadly. But I grew up listening to Phil Collins. I knew a bit about Genesis because my brother's a huge fan, still is. So I kind of heard them around the house when I was younger. But I admitted on this channel, I didn't know much about them other than the sort of 80s onwards, more pop rock, pop-based Genesis. Yeah, this is the early stuff. And Selling England by the Pound is a huge conceptual prog rock album with big tracks on it, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. This is a little 3-minute gentle kind of pushback against a broken relationship and acceptance of being lonely. But it's the first time I hear Phil Collins as the lead vocalist in Genesis, and I like it, that acoustic breakdown. It's a beautiful song in that sense. It's really good on the ear.
And then the lady would say that she had enough, wandering around on her own. The day you left he'd not be back. Well, at least it would seem that way, because he never said goodbye.
Oh,
But when it comes round to you and me, I'm sure it will work out alright.
oh.
And you'd be the one who was laughing and giving me something I don't need. And you know I'd always hold you and keep you warm. Oh, more fool me.
Have you noticed in the song it's encouraging to have empathy for both parties' stories? Yeah, and then you've got the hope versus doubt, but when it comes round to you and me, ask myself, do I really believe in your love? That's the key conflict. So that the lingering feelings and the knowledge that that love, that relationship might be destructive. But it's really, for Genesis, for the average human being, it's still complicated musically wise. But for Genesis, this has such a beautiful simplicity. It's beautiful. But the song's layered and it's nice. It's nice. And it's coming to an end and we can wrap it up.
Oh, but when it comes round to you and me, I ask myself, do I really believe in your love? And yes, I'm sure it will work out alright.
I'll edit that. Well, probably not. It's a nice opening. That album is a big album. Very proggy. And it's great. But this is like that reflective interlude. You know, it's like track 6. So it's like a whew, let's reflect. It's simplistic, but it's got a lot. It's got that thematic context you want, the hope versus doubt, the sort of empathy element to it. And it introduces you to Phil Collins. And that's really what NME talks about. It was a foreshadowing what it was to become. That's what their retrospective review is, the 2011 article. The Rolling Stone was about it being a break. But when I listen to it, I just think it's an interlude in the album to say, okay, like at the pictures when you were Saturday morning kids, when I was a Saturday morning kid, we used to go to the cinema, you'd have your first movie, then you'd have the interlude, cartoons, break, go and get an ice cream if you could afford one, and that was that respite from the intensity of what you were experiencing. And I think when you have tracks like Battle of Epping Forest and Firth of Forth and Cinema Show, you really are, and other tracks on other albums like The Last Supper, and you're thinking, oh, it's beautiful, but it's still thematically really nuanced and it's got some meat on the bones, but it just gently lets you get some breathing space. And it's kind of like a page marker in the album. I really like this track, guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know where you think I've gone wrong. Should I listen to any more of this album, or should I just finish off the album and do an album review? Like literally just do little clips, do whatever these people do on YouTube where they do album reviews. Should I do that for this album? What my thoughts are, having experienced it for the first time fully in my late 50s. Should I do that? Is that interesting? Would you guys want to hear that? Let me know in the comments, please. Whatever you do, whatever you choose, I hope you have a great time. Till next time, take care.